What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about competition. And really, I want to talk about competition with yourself and how frivolous it is and fruitless it is to really be in competition with other people. The only competition you should have is with yourself. So let's go in. I was thinking about this a couple of days ago. I was thinking to myself, why do people seek competition, so to speak, in outside things? What is it about finding that opposing force in something outside of you, when really I think the greatest competition you can have is yourself, because you know best how to defeat yourself. I'm gonna say that again. You know best how to defeat yourself more than any person outside of you, more than any obstacle outside of you. You know best how to defeat yourself. And the hardest competition you can have is with yourself, because you know yourself better than anyone else. Meaning, you know what buttons to push. You know what can trigger you negatively and positively. You know what can motivate you. You know what can bring you down mentally or physically or spiritually. You know how to defeat yourself. So, if all that be true, why do we find competition outside of ourselves, when really the biggest competition you can have is yourself? Because no matter how great the outside force is against you, eventually, over time, you can either go through that blockage, you can go around that blockage, you can go over that blockage, you can go under that blockage. So there are ways to deal with issues or deal with forces outside of yourself. There are many ways of doing it. But in the case of yourself, there is no way to get out of your own way. Well, let me hurry up and run across the street. When it comes to yourself, there is no way of getting out of your own way. Wherever you go, there you are. No matter what problems you have, only you can solve your own problems. Because if someone were to make your problems for you, you can overcome that. You can overcome an obstacle that someone else gives you. But the hardest obstacle to overcome is the obstacle of yourself. So, with that, what is this? Oh Lord, what else do you get? With that, I find it pointless. I find it very pointless to try and outdo someone else. It's pointless to outdo someone else. Because let's say you are competing against someone else and you overcome that and you beat their competition. If all you're looking for is competition from someone else, it'll be short-lived. If you're looking to improve yourself by competing with others outside of you, it'll be short-lived. Because once that person is gone, it's going to be another person. Once that person is going to be another person, another person, another person. And the thing is, you may be competing with people who really you have no business competing with. But however, if you compete with yourself, if you say, okay, this time I'm gonna improve on this, or this time I'm gonna do this better, this time I'm gonna do this better, or I did this last year, I'm gonna do this. I'm competing with myself. As long as you are competing with yourself, you will always find the urge to improve. You always find the urge to improve because there's always something about yourself that you can work on. You can always do better. You can always work better at something. You can always do more if you're competing against yourself, because as long as you're improving, you will always find more to improve on. There's another one. When you're not improving, you never find a reason to keep going. But if you improve on something every single time, you will find something else to improve on. Improvements breed improvements. I'll probably that. Improvements breed improvements. Once you come up against something and you conquer it and you improve on it, it will give you the energy and the confidence to seek out something else you want to improve on and attack that and then improve on that one. And then you get, the more confident you become, the more you want to improve on yourself. Okay? So competing with yourself is far more beneficial than competing with others. Competing with yourself is far more beneficial than competing with others. All right? So it's always room to improve. Always something you can do better. All right? Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all for listening. Catch you all later. Peace.